Welcome to Out in the Field, your insight and entertainment from one of the leading agriculture extension services in the country. It's deer season in Kentucky, and Bracken County has a unique program where it provides meat for those that need it. David Appleman, who is the county extension agent for agriculture and natural resources here in Bracken County, came up with this unique idea. So how'd you have the idea and how long have you been doing it?
Well, this is our fourth year for the Hunter's Harvest, and we've known for many years that we needed to do something to reduce the herd. We've got a tremendous number of deer here in Bracken County, and we wanted to do something that was responsible and still achievable when we got the idea. We knew until we got involved with the meat lab at UK that we were still struggling to come up with a proper way to do it. And when Dr. Greg Renfro came forward and helped us formulate a plan, I felt very confident in the food safety that we would be able to achieve this.
So how many years you been doing it?
Again, this is 4 years for us. We started out with just a few deer donated because trying to get the word out, getting people interested. Yeah. And then last year we had 36 donated that we processed.
Well, good. So just kind of describe the process. What kind of takes place when they bring the deer in here, and what happens?
Well, the very first thing we did was we had our volunteers meet with Dr. Greg Renfro, and he went over food safety with our volunteers 4 years ago. And I think that was the key to getting us started off on the right foot. And then through promotion and just the interest in the county and doing the right thing, our hunters are very interested in helping reduce the herd. And so they'll bring in preferably a doe because that does increase the population reduction by harvesting female deer. And then the number of the confirmation number of the deer is transferred into our ownership. The deer is then skinned here on site after it's inspected. Our game warden will work with us to check all the deer as they're brought in. Mm-hmm. And then volunteers will do the skinning, and then we'll spray a vinegar solution on the carcass for food safety, and then remove the major cuts of meat and do a under the light inspection before we put that in a refrigerated truck.
Yeah, so you have this tent right here. What goes on inside of this tent?
That's where we do the close inspection. We've got some really bright lights with tables that are elevated for our volunteers to do the deboning and final inspection before we put the meat into a refrigerated truck.
Okay, so once you get it inspected in this tent and you get it in cold storage and you put it in a refrigerated truck, where does the truck go and what happens to the meat after that?
Monday morning it'll be delivered to the UK Meat Lab, and the lab manager along with some of the students will go through and they'll inspect the meat. They'll go through the grinding process and packaging / freezing, and then once those trucks will bring that back to the county here, we'll distribute that to our local food banks and our people in need.
Yeah, so when that whole process is done, about roughly how many pounds of meat do you have from say something typical like this, that you did last year, and you expect the same kind of thing this year?
Our 36 donations last year resulted in 560 pounds of venison going to needy families.
Oh, that's good. That's good. So it just goes to the local food bank here, and they distribute it to those families throughout, November and December. How long will it actually last?
It goes pretty quick. Once we started this program, the food bank clients were very excited to get it. A lot of them are familiar with venison, and they look forward to it. Doesn't take long.
Yeah, that sounds great. Mm-hmm. So do you see this as a program that other counties could take and adopt and start to use and to help with the local food situation in their counties?
I think so. I think if they can work with a processing facility, and the communities are very strong supporters. We have a number of community partners. Farm Bureau supports us. The number of community businesses, our county homemakers are bringing food in for our volunteers, and it's just been an outpouring of support and we know that we need to do a herd reduction, but being able to do it in this responsible manner and provide food for our needy families at the same time
Right.
is just a tremendous effort.
So it's a conservation effort for natural resources and the deer population, and then you meet the needs of the needy in your county. It sounds like a wonderful program that you have going on here.
Yes, we're very excited. And also our neighboring county, Robertson County, is going to start this year with the same program. They're going to offer it tomorrow and Sunday, so 2 days. Be their first time offering the program. And they're just like us. They're overrun with deer.
Right.
And this will help improve the herd by reducing the population. And so the number of larger deer that many people seek should result from a program like this.
Okay, that's super, David. Sounds like a great program. We appreciate you having us out. And now you're doing it tonight. This is a Friday night, so you're doing it tonight, and then you do it Saturday and Sunday as well? Or?
Yes.
Yeah.
We'll do it for the 3 days. And, hopefully weather cooperates. That's always a big factor in how many you get. And so last year we had good weather and we had a big turnout, looking for even bigger turnout this year.
I hope you enjoyed this episode, and keep your ideas coming in, and I'll see you out in the field.